2022. Non-static methods of outer class. Yeah, next one. Nested inner class, boss. If you want to use inner class logics in both static and non-static methods of outer class. Static and non-static methods of outer class. Nice, boss. Next, this is normal inner class, boss. After that, what next? Local inner class. Local inner class. Now tell me, if you want to use inner class logics, in a single method definition of outer class. Single method definition of a outer class. Yes, boss. Next, this is local inner class, boss. After that, what next? If you want to use inner class logics in a single method definition of a outer class, then think about this. Understanding? Super. Next one, anonymous inner class. If you want to use inner class logics in a single method call, not definition, method call, single method call of outer class. In single method call of outer class. Here method definition, boss, single method definition. Here single method call. Got it, guys? Normal inner class, nested inner class, local inner class, anonymous inner class. Open our workspace, guys. Tell me in the AO class, you tell me, these inner class logics are required in one method definition or in one method call. In one method definition or in one method call. I think now it is required in one method call, right? So, but actually I have taken static inner class. What is the most appropriate one, guys? What is the most appropriate one? Anonymous inner class or not? Anonymous inner class or not? Come on, guys. Okay. In this example code, we need inner class logics in one method call of jt.query for object method. jt.query for object method. Query for object method. So better to use anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class. Better to use anonymous inner class. Have a look, guys. Okay, I'm commenting this method, my dear. Okay, I'm also commenting the inner class, guys. Okay, now I'm implementing the method. Super. I'm implementing the method. Just have a look. Employee EMP is equal to JT dot query for object. JT dot query for object. Come on. JT dot query for object. What is the query? Get EMP by number. Get EMP by number. Next. This is the parameter value. This is the parameter value. Understanding my statement, guys? Super. Yeah. Now I'm going for anonymous inner class, guys. Anonymous means nameless inner class. Inner class not having name. New row mapper. New row mapper employee. Flower bracket open. New row mapper employee flower bracket open. Okay. Add unimplemented methods. Add unimplemented methods. Okay. Here, tell me, guys. Here, anonymous inner class is happening, boss. Anonymous inner class is happening. Okay. Copy RS object record to employee object. Employee EM is equal to new employee of E dot set employee number RS dot get int of 1. E dot set employee name RS dot get string of 2. Set job RS dot get string of 3. E dot set salary RS dot get float of 4. And here is my return E. Here is my return. Convinced, my dear? This is argument 1. This is argument 1. Here to here argument 2. And here is my argument 3. Here is my argument 3. And here return EM. Return EM. Super, guys. Return EM. Super, boss. Let's run the application. We are getting the details here or not? Here we are getting the details here or not? Understanding my statement, boss? Here we are getting the details here or not? What do you say, boss? Yes, guys. This is override return. Copy RS object record to employee object. We are getting it. Okay. Now let's see the code. Let us see the code now. No, execution time is not there, but when we need logic in one method call, why should I expose same logic in all the methods of the DAO class, different method calls of the DAO class? And definitely anonymous inner class improves the performance. No second thought in that. Anonymous inner class definitely improves the performance, right? Okay. Copy this. DAO IMPL class. Okay. Calling jt.query for object method. Object method having row mapper interface. Row mapper interface. Implementation class object as the anonymous inner class. Row mapper interface implementation class object as the anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class object. Sorry guys. Tell me here what is that? See these guys. Paste it. See this paste it was. Control E guys. Let me take 1800 here. Super guys. Say paste. Have a look guys. Is this guys? Why it is not coming? I supposed to get it now. It is the code I pasted. Why it is not coming horizontally correct? Done. Done. Yeah. Have a look, guys. This is argument 1. This is argument 2. This is argument 2. This is argument 3. This is argument. Total how many arguments are passed, guys? 3 arguments are passed. Total how many arguments are passed? 3 arguments are passed. Get EMP by NO, argument 1 here, argument 2 here, argument 3. Okay, guys. Super boss. Argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. So argument 2 is what, guys? Anonymous inner class object. This argument 2 is anonymous inner class object of yes, boss. In argument 2, total 3 operations are taking place. Number 1, A. Anonymous inner class is created implementing a row mapper interface. That is A, guys. That is A. Number 2, implementing row mapper. In that anonymous inner class, map row method is implemented having logic to copy RS object record to employee class object. RS object record to employee class object. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Come on. Having logic to copy RS object record to employee class object. Next. Object is created for ANONY anonymous inner class and passed it as the argument value. Second argument value was in query for object method. Clear, guys? Understood my statement, guys? Come on. Okay, boss. In what method? In query for object method, the task is given. Are you able to feel it, guys? Sir, new row mapper. Don't think that object is created for interface. Your object is not created for interface, Babu. See, here open for bracket is there. That means some definition is going on, right? Definitely some definition is going on. What do you say, boss? What do you say? Some definition is going on. Anonymous inner class is created implementing row mapper interface. Super. In that anonymous inner class, map row method is implemented, having logic to copy RS object record to employee class object. Okay. Next. Object is created for anonymous inner class and passed it as what, guys? And passed it as argument value in query for object method. What argument, guys? Second argument value. Understanding my statement, boss? Super. What is the actual frame reminds it? From JT, data source object is gathered. Using data source gets the connection object from connection. Okay. Using connection object, it creates prepared statement object having given SQL query. Right, boss? Having given SQL query. After that, what next? Sets the NOI as the query argument value. Next, takes this anonymous inner class object and calls map row method having generated result set object record number as the argument value. This method copies result set record into employee class object. That object goes to query for object method. Query for object method gives employee class object to DAO class method definition. DAO class method definition gives to service class. Okay, earlier we have developed it as a separate inner class. Now we are developing it as an anonymous inner class. Anonymous means nameless inner class. Getting my point, guys? ANOMUNS. Inner class means nameless inner class. Nameless inner class. Okay. Sir, you are saying new row mapper of. New row mapper means it is not object creation for interface, Ra Babu. An anonymous inner class is created implementing row mapper interface. This new operator is creating object for that anonymous inner class. Creating object for that anonymous inner class. Getting my point here, guys. Getting my point here, guys. Come on. Is that clear, guys? Got the clarity, guys? Everyone understanding my statement, boss? Super, guys. Now listen. But Java 8 onwards, these inner classes, these inner class logics can be written through lambda expressions, na boss? I hope you remember that point. Java 8 onwards. Okay. If the Java interface is functional interface. What, guys? Functional interface. Interface with one method. Interface with one method. Directly or indirect. Understanding my statement, guys? If Java interface is functional interface with one method, directly or indirectly, with one abstract method. That is important, most important. Directly or indirectly, only one abstract method. Interface with only one abstract method. Only one abstract method. Directly or indirectly. Then we can develop anonymous inner class through lambda expressions. Lambda expression. Java 8 feature, more simplification, guys. More simplification of the code. Java 8 feature, more simplification of the code. Understanding my statement, guys? Java 8 feature, more simplification of the code. More simplification of code, right? Okay, guys. More simplification of the code, guys. You can simplify the code further and further. But interface must be functional interface, guys. Functional interface. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Okay. Now listen carefully. I have interface I1. Interface I1. Tell me, what is this? Public wide M1. Public wide M1. Public wide M1. How do you write implementation class, guys? You will write implementation class like this. Tell me. Class A1 implements I1, right? Here is the definition. Public wide M1. Here is my logic. Public wide M1. Here is my logic, guys. Here is my logic, guys. Super, guys. Tell me, guys. I1 is equal to, tell me, new A1 of I1 dot M1 of. Clear? This is a traditional code, guys. Traditional code before Java 8. Traditional code before Java 8. What do you say, guys? Traditional code before Java 8. Tell me, guys. Tell me, guys. From Java 8, same code can be written in another way. In another way, guys. Java 8 onwards. Java 8 onwards. Tell me. Java 8 onwards. How can we write the same code? Java 8 onwards. Come on. How can we write that? How can we write that? How can we write that, my dear? Come on. Interface I1 is equal to I1 is equal to open floor bracket. Here we can write M1 method definition or not. Come on, my dear. Here we can write M1 method definition or not. M1 method definition, right? So here lambda expression is used, guys. Here what is happening, guys? Anonymous inner class is created. Anonymous inner class is created. Implementing I1 interface and I1 interface. 1 minute. Lambda based. Anonymous inner class is created. Implementing I1 interface, defining M1 method. Defining M1 method. Okay, guys. See, in this one line, I1 interface is implemented by anonymous inner class and object is created for that. Object is created and object is created for that. Object is created for the anonymous inner class. Anonymous inner class. Got it, guys? Object is created for that anonymous inner class. These many things happen, boss, in this single line. Okay, as usually, I1 dot M1 of regular. I1 dot M1 of this is regular. Convinced, boss? Understanding my statement? This in one line, what happened? Lambda expression based anonymous inner class is created, implementing I1 interface, defining M1 method, and object is created for that anonymous inner class. Here object creation is done. That's why I'm able to refer with what? Interface reference variable. Interface reference variable. Got the point, guys? Understanding my statement here, guys? Okay, that is the power of. So lambda expression always creates what, guys? The lambda expression gives anonymous inner class implementing the come on, guys. Definition means method arguments. Amul definition ra body of the method ra babu. Definition also I should explain, boss. Muddy fellow. Definition means body of the method. Without knowing method definition, you completed core Java. I'm teaching Spring to you. Ah, stupid fellow. Definition. Body of the method is called definition, right? Lambda expression gives anonymous inner class, object of anonymous inner class, object of anonymous inner class, implementing yes, certain functional interface, functional interface. Are you understanding my statement? Certain functional interface and providing definition for single method of that functional interface. Definition for that functional interface. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Everyone getting my point here? That is the lambda expression. Lambda expression gives object of anonymous inner class, implementing certain functional interface and providing definition for that single method of functional interface. See guys, this lambda expression, this entire code is called lambda expression, guys. This entire code comes under lambda. What it is doing was providing anonymous inner class, implementing I1 interface, defining M1 method, okay, creating object for that anonymous inner class, okay, and returning that object. That's why interface reference variable can refer that object or not. Interface reference variable can refer that object or not. One, my dear. Suppose if that method is having parameter, that parameter can be passed over here. If that method is having parameter, that parameter can be passed over here or not. Okay. For example, Java 8 onwards. Okay. Java 8 onwards. Have a look, guys. Interface I2 is equal to. Here is my public void M2 method into X. This is also one functional interface now, boss. This is also one functional interface. How to write a lambda expression based code, guys? I2 is equal to here what is there? XER, right? Come on, guys. XER. Here M2 method definition or M2 method definition here or not? Yeah, semicolon is optional, guys. M2 method definition. M2 method definition. That means if that method is having parameter, you have to pass. If that method is having parameter, you have to pass. Okay, here some 100. Okay, boss. Got it, my dear? Understanding my statement? Easy, guys. Java 8 onwards. Okay, now what my intention, I would like to develop this method. As lambda expression based anonymous inner class. Row mapper is a functional interface or not? Row mapper of Spring JDBC API. is a functional interface. Is a functional interface because it is having, tell me, because it is having, because it is having single map row method as the abstract method. As the abstract method. Got it, my dear? Single map row method as the abstract. So shall I implement this now? Super. Now listen carefully. Employee EMP is equal to super. RS comma row num. Array parameters. Any names you can take. Any names you can take. Not compulsory. You should take RS only. Any names you can take. RS comma row num. RS comma row num. Okay. But before that, JT dot query for object. JT dot query for object. Forget about that. First argument is what, guys? Get EMP by number. Get EMP by number. Cut it. Say paste. Okay, boss. First argument, second argument. In second argument, I am using anonymous inner classes. Okay. Here, what is there? Return EMP. Return EMP. Copy RS object record to employee class object. Employee is equal to new employee of E dot. What's happening, guys? Oh, I'm not able to get the rhythm here. No problem. Yeah, tell me here, what is this? E dot set EMP NO RS dot get int of 1. RS dot get int of 1. Copy this. Paste it. Set E to RS dot get string of 2. Next one. Set job. RS dot get string of 3. E dot set sal. RS dot get float of 4. Return E. Return E, boss. Set salary. Yeah? Set salary. Same effect now, boss. Now code is drastically reduced here or not? Query. Here what is this? Lambda expression based anonymous inner class. You just need to pass the params. You need not write everything, boss. You just need to pass the params. You need not write everything. Here is set job, set salary, return E. Done. Here is my envo. Here is my envo. Super, boss. Copy these guys. Say paste. With this say paste. End of the class. End of the class. Okay. See guys, first I have given nested inner class. Then I have given anonymous inner class based anonymous inner class guys. Okay, same anonymous inner class I am giving through lambda expression. Same three things will happen. Whatever I discussed at the top, same three things will happen. But only syntax is different. Syntax is different. And now trending is what? This one only. Now trending is this one only. Lambda expression based anonymous inner class only trending. Got it? Arg1 here, arg2. Arg1 here, arg2 here. Super boss. Tell me next one. Here is my return. Here is my return. Lambda expression based. Lambda expression based. Anonymous. ANONYMOS. Anonymous inner class object. Anonymous inner class object. Implementing the row mapper interface. Implementing the row mapper interface. Implementing the row mapper interface. Got it, guys? Simply implementing the row mapper interface. Super. What is the flow, guys? From JT, data source object is gathered. Injected data source object is gathered. Using data source, one connection object from connection pool is gathered. One connection object from connection pool is gathered. Using that connection object, one prepared statement object is created having this query. Having this query. NO is set as query parameter value. NO is set as query parameter value. Here query executes. You will get result set object. Here anonymous inner class object is gathered. Lambda expression based anonymous inner class object is gathered. On that object, map row method is called, having result set object comma row name as the argument values. Okay, map row method copy result set record into employee class object. That object goes to query for object method. Query for object method gives to DAO class method. DAO class method gives to service class method. Service class method gives to client application. I think slowly, step by step, I have introduced now, boss. Slowly, step by step, I have introduced now things now, boss. Convinced or not? Come on, my dear. Convinced or not? Enjoyed all the improvisations? All the three improvisations, did you enjoy, guys? All the three improvisations, did you enjoy, guys? Come on. Super, guys. Yeah, one super improvisation is there. Please try to understand this. Last one. One super improvisation, guys. What is that, you know? What is that, you know, boss? Okay. One ready-made class is there implementing row mapper interface. You need not to write your own anonymous inner classes, boss. One ready-made class is already there. But to use that class, one small headache is there. What is that headache, you know? What is that headache, you know? Column names and property names should match. EMPNO, EMPNO, matching. E-name matching. Job matching. Here Sal is taken, right? But here I have taken salary. So not matching. So first let me match them. First of all, let me match them. Understanding my statement? Okay. Sal. Here also get to Sal. We'll do modification in other places also. Don't worry. Return Sal. Okay. Set Sal. Sal guys. Here also Sal guys. Here also Sal. In this place again Sal. In this place again Sal. Okay. Right. Ready-made class. Here what is the code? Sal only. Yeah, now the modification should reflect everywhere now, boss. Sal only. Okay. Here also Sal. Super guys. What is the ready-made class? The ready-made class is bean property row mapper. What is that? Bean property row mapper. Check it out. Bean property row mapper. Bean property row mapper. Check it out. Bean property row mapper. Row mapper implementation that converts a row into new instance of specified mapped target class. Mapped target class must be top level class and must have default no argument constructor. No argument constructor. Column values are mapped based on matching column names as obtained from result set metadata to public setter either directly or by transponding names of separating the parts with the underscore to the same name or using camel case. So matching is must, guys. Matching is must. Matching is must. Okay. Okay. Entire explanation is there or not there? Yeah. Extends from object, implements row mapper interface. This is our main point, guys. This is our main point. Remaining all are the subpoints. Point 1, point 2. Point 1, point. But this is good, guys. This is good. But what's the condition? Model class property names and table column names must match. Model class property names and DB table column names must match in order to copy the record of result set object to model class object. The record of result set object to model class object. Shall we see this one practically, guys? What is that? Bean property row mapper. It is ready-made class implementing row mapper interface. But if you feel it is matching, you need not to take the pain, Rababu. Entire pain will be taken by class. Whatever code we are writing, that code is written internally. Whatever code we are writing, that code is written internally. Okay, mostly it will write what? Norm. Why it is not coming? Control space, get employee by number. Super. Get employee by number. Check it out. Employee EMP boss. JT.query for object. First parameter that. Second parameter. Okay. Second parameter, nothing as of now. We'll pass that one. Third parameter, NO. Third parameter, NO. What is second parameter, guys? New bean property row mapper. New bean property row mapper. Employee. Here I am going to pass class name. Employee dot class. Okay. Employee dot class. Okay. Return EMP. Yeah. See, guys, if you don't pass employee here, no problem. But here you have to must pass class name. Look at the constructor, guys. Look at the constructor. We are having bean property row mapper class. Mapped class is there or not? Okay. Table names you need not to match. Boss. Table name and class name need not to match. Table name and class name need not to match. I asked. Got it, guys. New bean property row mapper employee dot class. Here no, here this. Come on, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? Same thing. From JT it will. Okay, first let me run the application, boss. Copied or not copied, boss? Happily copied or not? Yes, but only the condition is must match. Column names and model class property name must match. If not matched, you cannot work with that. Otherwise, how does it know which column value should go to which property? It is not a god to get into your brain, na? So that's why they must match. If not match, it is not going to work. If not match, it is not going to work. Model class property names and DB table column names must match in order to copy record of result set object to model class object. That means you need not to write the logic. That logic is already there in what? Bean property row mapper. So example DA class. Example DA class. Your comfort about your comfort. Okay, if you match everything, go for this one. You need not to take the burden, right? If you don't match, go for lambda expression based anonymous inner class. If column names and property names are matched, go for this ready-made implementation class. You need not to write any logic boss. If you're not matched, go for lambda expression based anonymous inner class. Lambda expression based anonymous inner class. Right. Here, what is the most important one? This size am. It depends upon what you design. If column names and model class property names are matched, go for this. If not matched, go for anonymous inner class based, lambda expression based anonymous inner class. Things will be in your control. End of the class. Flow is again same, boss. Again same. Okay. Conclusion. Tell me what is the conclusion? if DB table column names are matching with model class property names, then use, sorry, if any changes column name. Array database change is a major change, Ra Babu. When that is changed, definitely code is disturbed, and this time also code will be disturbed. Okay. Table columns will not be changed that much easily, Babu. There's a big process to follow. Then use what? Approach number 4. What is that? Bean property row mapper. Okay. Row mapper to copy the record of results set to model class object. Model class object. Next, guys, model class object. Tell me next one. If DB table column names are not matching with model class property names, then use, what is this? Approach 3. Then use approach 3. What is approach 3, my dear? Then use approach 3. Okay. Lambda expression based. Anonymous inner keys. Lambda expression based anonymous inner keys. To copy the record of results set to model class object. To copy the record of results set to model class object. Convinced, guys? Got the clarity, guys? Come on. Super boss. So this is about row mapper in all permutation and combination. Tomorrow when we meet, I'm going to talk about results at extractor with the same passion. There we have to deal with multiple records, bulk records. Okay, how to customize static inner class inside non-static behavior like static methods or non-static members not allow inside static inner class. Yogeshwar Rao, why you are worried about those points, Ra? Right now, you please worry about, okay, when should we go for static inner class? When should I go for normal inner class? That is the point to be discussed, na? Are we assembling here to study about inner classes? No, na? You only read the points, guys. You only confused yourself. Right now, what is the point? If your inner class logics are required, both static and non-static methods of outer class, then go for nested inner class. Otherwise, go for normal inner class. If inner class logics are required only in one method definition of outer class, local inner class, only in one method call of outer class, anonymous inner class, right, boss? This is not a session of inner classes, my dear. Mr. V, your name is shortcut. I don't know why you can name yourself like that. Oh, you read the error in your statement. Only error is there. SQL grammar exception column not allowed. You are writing wrong query. This much clearly telling that your query is wrong. How best it can call? Tell me. It is scolding in a better, direct manner. Your query gone wrong, Ra Babu. Check out the query. Okay. Super, boss. Now let me post in front of you. Spring full stack string was classwork, edit, upload,